Hello. This podcast, we are focusing on my entrepreneurship journey that I'm on right now, that I've been on. Yeah, what books have been inspiring me, all the different influences that have shaped me to get to where I'm at today. And just so you guys know, I own a little video production company, Sunset State Creative. It's named after the state of Arizona. And if you don't know anything about Arizona, just go look at the Arizona flag and you'll understand why it's called the Sunset State Creative. And I will always be forever an Arizona girl because I'm from the Zona. That has never caught on and I just don't see why. That is so great. I'm also trying to day trade stocks. I know you guys are probably wondering, since when did this girl become a singer? Well, I've been a closeted singer since 7th grade. My sister is my business consultant. I love my sweet sister. She has been amazing. And I just realized I haven't had any water today. Anyways, my sister said a comment about my guitar playing skills and probably not my singing. I don't think she said anything about that. She could have. I just remember her saying something that made me not want to show anybody that I was learning how to play guitar until I turned 27. And now I'm like coming out of the closet as a musician. Yeah. And it's more to just boost my confidence. And also, I met this guy, awesome guy named Arvin, at this work opportunity. And he's amazing. And I showed him one of my songs. He's like, I can produce this. And I was like, I don't know what that means, but okay. In exchange for some video production work. But he said I had to finish the song and we're going to work on it. I decided, since obviously I'm an expert, marketing expert, what I learned was this book launch by Jeff Walker, it had said the pre-launch is so important. And before your product is ready, you need to start talking about it. You need to start building a community because it's no pressure. There's nothing to buy yet. There's nothing to hear yet. You're not offering anything. You're just building a community of people. Because of this book, this is the reason why I started posting some of my music on social media. I also noticed that there was a bunch of people on the internet feeling the exact same way I was feeling. And I wanted to put that into words to a melody. God got me sober. He gave me the gift of music to help me out. And I love the Lord. I love God. And I want to become sanctified, which means useful to God. And I knew that I am not useful to God if I am not sober. Launch, Jeff Walker, pre-launch sequence. So that's why I started music, or that's why I started posting about my music, because I need to get the community involved. I need to see, like what's landing with people, what's not. The song that I made first, well, actually it's technically my second song. That one I wanted to finish. And that's the one the people on YouTube like the most. You are the best thing I've ever seen. I cannot wait for the moment that song is finished. I don't really know I know exactly what mastered means, theoretically. In practice, I have no idea what that means. Once it's mastered, once it's on Apple Music, once it's on freaking Spotify, ooh! I cannot wait to play that in my car on one of those platforms and drive through Topanga Canyon on my way to Malibu. That is the dream. That is the goal. That is the vision. Yes, God willing. Anyway, so the reason why I'm starting this course is because of this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. John Peasley, you're going to be so proud of me. Look at that. I actually pitched this idea to John Peasley, the owner of Grand Canyon Brewery, after he told me to read this. I was the person in this book that was like, hey, business owner, it's that time of year where I ask you for more money. And then he did actually the most useful, beneficial thing that he could have ever done for me. Thank you, John Peasley. You're amazing. Love you. He told me to read this. And of course, I got the audiobook, listened to it. I got the electronic book because I like to listen and then search it up. And then I also got the physical book because I like to highlight. I actually heard about this book before John Peasley and I had this conversation. I learned about this when I watched a video from these amazing gentlemen that own this online course called Full-Time Filmmaker. and they were explaining these 4 quadrants of income. They made this course, full-time filmmaker. Obviously, I'm a videographer, so I've always been very interested in what they put out. Well, they've made over $25 million in course creation. They created a course called Course Creator Pro that I bought. It was about $900. Course Creator Pro, Course Creator Pro actually is really cool because it teaches you how to build a 7-figure course. So I bought it 3 years ago. I didn't do what they said the first time. I created a course and I didn't follow the directions, and it was like, it technically is still in the red because I overdid it a little bit with paying for things I didn't actually need. But for me, best money I've ever spent. Technically, I didn't need a graphic designer, but oh my God, still to this day, that is the best money I've ever spent in my life for a professional to give a brand this beautiful identity. I mean, Jessie Gray, girl, you crushed it. I will never regret that decision. That was the best decision in my life. If anything, I would have paid double. I would have paid triple for that. It was so, so worth it. Thank you, girl. So technically, I mean, if you think about it, it was thousands of dollars on this first course because I paid for a professional logo, which best money I've ever spent in my whole life. Even if that never makes money, just the whole process was absolutely amazing because she created such a sophisticated brand logo that was so on point, just incredible. I'm just so impressed by it. It's like still to this day, I look at it, I'm like, whoa, there's just so much subtext in that super clean, beautiful logo. Like there's so much to it, but it's so simple. That's why you pay for a professional to do the work for you. They have all these years of experience. I probably don't even need to tell you this. You probably already know. They're going to know exactly what's going to look right to people. They're going to follow the golden ratio. They're going to know that a logo needs to be able to be black and white, not only in color. And then they're going to pick the best colors for your brand. If you look at that logo, man, it is like a clapper. It's amazing because we are filmmakers creating a course, but also this course is a video course, 3-Act Weight Loss. I'm obsessed with this book, okay? How to Win Friends and Influence People. I mean, just another banger. Come on, guys. Absolutely incredible. I'm not going to say this correctly because I haven't looked at it in a while. So let's see how good my memory is. Dale Carnegie said, "There is nothing that sounds sweeter in any language than hearing your own name." He said something along those lines. He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. Anyways, so these are all the books. And then there's more. All the people who sold anything door to door, the greatest salesman in the world by Og Mandino. I mean, for all my booksellers, yes, I sold educational products with Southwestern Advantage for 2 summers in a row. And no, I don't think it was a scam. I learned the skill of being able to be dropped in any city in the country, maybe even the world, and be able to make money by selling stuff. Okay? I learned business acumen. I learned how to approach 7,000 people. I learned how to close a deal. We could have been selling something like a bit more profitable. However, it was a beautiful experience. I still made money. Like I didn't do that and make no money. I did work 80 plus hours a week. I did work 6 days a week selling, and then yeah, you don't even want to know. You don't even want to know. You don't even want to know. We took cold showers. We were sleep deprived, but it was a lovely experience. The one thing that I will never forget from that experience was I went to someone's door, knocked on it, and I was like not very confident. Someone had told me, they're like, you need to approach the door with confidence. Why would anybody want to buy something from you if you're not confident? And I'm like, copy that, boss. She was lovely. You sold books. You know what this is. We had to read it every day. What's your favorite quote from this book? "Greet this day with love in my heart. I live this day as if it's my last. Today I will master my emotions. I will laugh at the world." Oh, I love that. And that's biblical too. A woman laughing at the days. Something like that in Proverbs. Moving on. Atomic Habits. Another banger here. Just read this. Just read it. That's James Clear. He's a genius. Brilliant. You brilliant man. James Clear. Yeah, this looks like the coffee I did read because I have 2 coffees. Yeah, I read this one cover to cover. And this one's amazing. I love it. You just gotta read it. It'll change your whole life. One thing that I really remember from this is that if you were in New York and you're trying to get to Seattle, slightly change the degree at which you fly, you will end up in LA instead of Washington. Just by that slight angle change. If it was slightly off at the beginning, and that's how powerful your habits are. You could land at a totally different destination if you don't focus on your habits. And habits is everything, okay? I have a lot of terrible habits, but I also have a disgusting work ethic. Like, disgusting, gross. Like, this girl needs to sleep. This girl needs to slow down. She too blessed. I know this is like a very vulgar title, but it's a great book. So don't judge a book by its title. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F splash CK. This is Mark Manson, by the way. Mark, my guy. This one's good. I remember it saying, if you're upset when you're in a line in a grocery store, the cashier didn't give you the proper change back. You don't have enough things to give an F about. Maybe that is your only thing you give an F about, and that's perfectly fine. However, you need to figure out what you actually give an F about. The only thing I truly, really care about is the Lord Jesus Christ. Everything else is just a gift. Everything else is just extra bonus that I didn't even deserve. The good times, the bad times, like I would not be able to experience the glory of God if I did not experience the grief of life. I'm thankful for everything. So that's what I care about. And then I care about my family. I love my family. Oh my God, I am literally making this course so I can be able to have the freedom to make money anywhere, to be able to go visit my family. I just want to be with my family. I want to see my nieces and nephew grow up. And of course, eventually, I want a husband and kids, but my therapist said, focus on yourself and the rest will come. Okay, moving on. Stories that stick. Is it just me, or are you the type of person that takes books from people that they let you take, they let you borrow, and then they never ask for you to give it back? You basically just got a book that you think about, oh, I have to give this back to them, but it's also been 5 years? I don't know. Just me? Nah, can't be. Okay, wow. I have a lot of incredible things in here. This is so I don't even know what to say about this. This is triggering. We're not even going to discuss what I just saw. Stories is sick. How storytelling can captivate customers, influence audiences, and transform your business. Kendra Hall just talks about how you need to craft a good story for your audience to buy anything. Like, you're not going to sell anything unless you have a good story. My brain is still trying to understand how to craft a good story for y'all. So maybe y'all can help me. There's one that my teleprompter is holding up, and it's Alex Hormozy, $100 million offers. It teaches you how to make an offer so good people feel stupid saying no to. So yeah, I'm using all of this knowledge to be able to create a digital asset to be able to make money for me even when I'm not on the clock. So I figured I'll just create a course because I have all of these assets. And they are assets because they actually do make me money without doing any work, because I have them on ShareGrid and I have made a total of $41. So there you go. An asset, not a liability. I bought it once and it continues to make me money even when I'm not actually using it. So boom. Hopefully I make more than $41, but that was that was a good start. At least I tried. At least something came in. You never forget your first sale. So when I get this course out, I'm going to be jumping up and down. Right now, through market research, it says I should charge $297. And of course, I'll have a deal, but just one sale a day, that's completely life-changing. Because as a PA, production assistant in Hollywood, it's not bad if you make $250 a day. And then obviously as like a videographer, my rate is about $1,000 a day. My editing rate, I charge about $500 a day. Those are some really good rates right there. But if I could just have one sale and that could be my production assistant rate, that'd be fantastic. Just a thought. Well, thank you for tuning in. So I'm going to get back to recording my course, but that was fun. See you next time on Emotionally Hilarious. I hope you laughed. You're amazing. I love you, listeners.